like Chris Brown a little bit. Is that how y'all met, yo?
I ain't heard that before.
They wanna hold you back, tell them pee off. Whenever they say you can't take the tea off. I remember when they told me I wouldn't be famous. Now my dream and reality simultaneous. And work your own way to the top. If they put you on the pedestal, they could take you off.
You have that big record out there with Chris Brown, Champion.
Yeah.
You know, it infectiously came through here. All the white girls love it. Like, how did that come about? How did that story come about, like you and Chris Brown?
Yeah, I wrote the song Champion with my producer and a pal of mine, Eric, was in the studio. And, you know, sometimes how I work is I don't think like, oh, I want to work with him and then try and do something to suit him. I make the song and then I think of who this will suit. And when we was writing the lyrics to it, it was just like, at the time when everything was happening, the whole Chris situation, it felt right to have Chris on it. So we sent it over to him literally less than 24 hours. It
Spazzed on it.
Yeah.
When you perform it, like how do they react with that?
That's, you know, that is my closure song of my festival live show. It's like the song Don't Want to Die. It feels like it's just not dying over in the UK, and you know, slowly but surely it's transcending into other territories. So it's been good.
There's so many like genres of music in the UK. What section are you? How do you describe your music?
I started out doing just grime.
Okay.
That's how I started. You know, in the UK. Well, it's kind of changing now since the whole emergence of the UK US artists kind of working together. You know, when I was 14, I'm only 20 now, but when I was 14. If you stopped a kid in a secondary school and said, yo, you got bars, they would have like spat you some grime bars, you know, like 140 BPM. Now, if you stop a kid who's 14 in school and say, yo, you got bars, they're actually going to start rapping. So, you know, I wouldn't pigeonhole myself to a sound. I kind of see my sound as my voice, you know. That's pretty much what I want it to be, you know, because I feel like that's where music's not kind of falling down, but everything's so genre specific, and the biggest artists that are doing the biggest things, you can't really tie them to a genre anymore. Yeah,
because you respect grime, but you want to be you want to show people that you are outside the box and you can do almost anything.
I think what kind of happened with grime in the UK is that it became more of a underground culture that didn't allow you to be flamboyant, but it's like, as an artist, you know, you can't stay underground forever. It's like, you know, your grime, it's the culture, it's the look, it's what you're talking about, it's the things you're doing. You know, when you have money, it's hard to portray that kind of negative energy at a point where, you know, they might even isolate you because it's like, oh, you got money now, so you're not part of the culture.
Tiny Temper is my homeboy, and I see he gets that hate all the time because it feels like his success is like, I don't know, it's respected to me, but it's like, the underground, they always like, talk shit about him.
I think you know, I can vouch for Tiny on the sense that
you get that also, right? Because
you know, I had like the difference with me and, you know, other artists that are coming through is like I had the big freestyle moment, I had the big mixtape moment, I had the big grime scene moment where there wasn't a thing bigger than me at the time in the stages that it happened. I think with Tiny, what kind of happened is a lot of people can't comprehend his success because he didn't have those moments. He came bang with the monster song. You get what I'm saying? So I still vouch for Tiny. You know, I think having a strong underground career, people always ask me like, Chip, how do you do it in the UK? I say, listen, you can do it the way I'm doing it, which is bit by bit by bit by bit, or you can come bang with the song like Tiny. And if you can do it, come bang with the song.
You got a lot of Asian girls hollering too, man. Ever since you did that Skepta record, man. Like,
yeah.
You got. Are you into Asian girls? I love them, yo.
Yeah, I love girls, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, we was in the studio. I had to come around. Was in the studio. Me and Skepta just buzzing.
Yeah, but why Asian girls? Why did y'all choose to focus on them?
The song had like a very
the
Asian
the beat,
influence sound. You know, when he played it, the hook just hit me. I was just vibes and. Come out.
But I thought y'all had like some good ass Asian pussy or something. Y'all like, let's rap about this shit, yo.
Yeah. There's Asian girls on board. There's English girls. There's Spanish girls. Caribbean girls. There's girls.
You're in New York. Do you see the difference in the women?
Yeah.
I feel like in London the women are smoother and I don't know. They're like smoother and more exotic. Even the black chicks, because you know white people boned all the black people, so they're all mixed. But here they're like, I don't know. They're a little crunchy here. Takeoff, Trey Songz, man. That's another big artists out here. Like, I see you linking with all the big R&B dudes.
I think with me, it's kind of happening naturally. You know, I think it's at the point now where things are happening in stages. You know, you open doors for someone opened doors for you, and I think Tiny coming over here and doing everything he's doing has kind of got everyone like. So we want our own Tiny kind of thing. So it's like, who is there? They're like Chipmunk. Do you know what I mean? And then the artists vouch for me as well, because when they come to the UK, I think, you know, style-wise, persona-wise, character-wise, they look at me like I'm an English kid, you know what I'm saying? But they're like, yo, we can vibe with you. Do you know what I mean? They're like, yeah, we can vibe with you. Like, we can understand what you're saying when you're spitting. You know, you don't dress far off from what we are. You're like, they kind of look at me like one of them in a weird way, but I'm not. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, style reference-wise, sound reference-wise, etc. So a lot of artists from the US, when they come to the UK, I'm someone they want to meet and work with. They kind of respect me when I'm going on.
Trey Songz, man. Cool, that's the big guy right there, man. Say man. You just say with that guy, man. With your accent in New York, I can imagine how many girls, if you go to LA, Atlanta, New York, Miami, your accent makes it easier to get.
I do all right, mate. I do all right.
Yeah, I bet you do. It's like moisture outside, downstairs with this guy, man. Chipmunk, where you get that name from, real quick, for all the people out here in America?
Basically,
that's like a wild name to pick.
Yeah, it's wild. I didn't pick it. That's the thing.
Oh, somebody
call me Chip.
Okay.
Yeah, it just like I used to be. Well, it was given to me on the block estate I grew up on. It was like I used to be short, fat. I had long hair.
Get out of here.
I had.
You got photos online, yo?
Nah, we don't really put the evidence out. You know, my family have some evidence, but yeah, long hair, short, fat. I had glasses, but I threw them away when I got braces. So it was like I looked like a chipmunk. So it just
for real.
Yeah,
and that's in Tonen. What's that, Tottenham?
It would be like, it was to the point where it was like Chipmunk. I'm like, shut up, man, Chipmunk, shut up. To the point where someone goes Chipmunk, and then I'll turn around.
Tottenham. Am I saying that? Tottenham? Am I saying that right? Where are you from? Is that where you from? What's that?
Say that again.
I'm gonna fuck it up though.
Tottenham.
It's Tottenham, right?
Tottenham.
Oh, Tottenham. Okay, yeah. See, it's like a cup of water. You know what I'm saying? Tottenham. Tottenham. Where is that?
Tottenham. Yeah, North London.
Oh, it's North London.
A few of us come from over there. Me, Skepta, Wretch32, Adele, and it's a proper small place.
Yeah. Is it like hood or is it like cool?
It's hood.
So, like a rap artist can't go over there and hang out with jewelry and be like, hey.
If you know the right people, you can. It's just like over here, you know somebody that's powerful and stamped and respected, you're good. If you
shout out to J. Cole, he's touring the whole UK. You haven't linked up with him yet?
Yeah, he did the remix for Champion.
Oh, he did? Shit.
I come out here, I'm happy for him, man. I was listening to the radio, I can't go a minute without hearing his songs, man.
Oh, for real? Okay, that big old thing. You're not going to get on that?
Big old thing. Yeah.
You should
I like Cole, man. He's good.
Do you feel like, what do you think about the music here, though? Like all the dancing and snapping and all the weird shit, yelling and screaming and.
I think it's...
What do you think about that? You could say...
In terms of, rappers, my favorite rappers are ones that come up with things that I think, raw, why didn't I come up with that? Do you know what I mean? Line-wise. But I think sometimes you need a bit of difference. You need that screaming, that shouting. That it's just different energies. It's just the same.
You a fan of Drake? He be singing and all that.
I like Drake.
Tonguing his girl.
I just checked out his new album. I like Drake. Yeah, you need a difference, man. Everyone can't come through with the same thing. You know, I was even proper happy to hear Meek Mill's coming through and doing this thing now, because I feel like, in terms of hip hop, it's not really hip hop anymore. It's kind of, hip hop used to be a thing of, okay, I'm from the hood and this
it's a little bit more energetic now.
Now it's like,
energy, the club is wilding.
These upper class rappers coming through in their skinny jeans and stuff. You needed like a Meek Mills to come through with the, I'm from the streets, this is my way out kind of thing, and, be at the same kind of level commercial wise with the, your... I don't want to name names and, like, I feel like there's a new wave of like this kind of free spirit rap, these guys in fruity colors and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like, there's a whole new wave. It's kind of become more about the fashion rather than your bars.
I think in America.
And in the UK, it's different. Do you know what I mean? The difference with us is grime, you know what I mean? It's kind of different. But so someone like Meek Mills, I appreciate it.
Fresh 32, man. How's it to deal with that? That's your boy right there,
That's
right?
my brother, yeah, man.
How's it to work with that guy? He has a big record out. That's
he's hard, man.
Ridiculous.
I would say he is, anyone that probably denies it will probably just be bigging himself up because that's what artists do. He's like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper back home. So, you know, for us, in terms of, you know, underground rappers, whatever level, underground commercial, from your Chipmunks to your N-Dubs to your Tinies to your Tinchies to everyone, like everyone's happy for Rich.
I love that Don't Go record, man.
Yeah, everyone's happy for him. Like you wanted it to happen for Rich because people look at him like, if you want to hear something lyrical where, you know, triple entendre, you're just not gonna understand it straight away. He's the guy for that.
Who's the last artist chain have you seen, like, on somebody's neck? Like, who's the last rapper's chain you saw on somebody's neck out there that robbed somebody, but you saw somebody in the club with it? What was the last chain you saw?
Nah, that was, you know what, that whole I heard like about a couple artists getting robbed and stuff, but the whole wearing it in the club thing, I think that was like back in.
Oh, they don't do that no more.
Nah, it's a bit because everything's a bit more, you know, everyone's a G now. So if you wear his chain, someone's going to take it off you. So, you know what I'm saying? So those days, I think they're a bit behind. I remember the time when, Ja Rule's chain was about in those days.
It was on tour. It was like, it was in South London.
Yeah, it was, you know
like
what I mean? But those
East
days,
London?
it's not really that anymore, you know. You come wearing his chain and the bad man's going to take it off you.
Yeah, I'm not talking crazy right here, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really talking crazy.
You don't be shining in England.
Yeah, hell no. I be looking like a Bill Nurse out there, man. I be straight Talib Kweli out there, man. I leave all my shit at home. See this shit?
You are funny.
This never been to London, yo. See my watch? It stays right here, people. I'm not stupid.